Hello and welcome to This Empowered Life podcast, the podcast delivering tools, knowledge, and wisdom to empower the soul. I'm your host, Leslie Cottle, and today's episode is all about gratitude, baby. Gratitude is a frame of mind. It's a practice that we get to bring into our lives to see the miracles that are right in front of us. So keep on listening for more. Hello. So the practice of gratitude. I want you to get real honest with yourself right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how grateful do you consider yourself? Like, how grateful are you for your job, for the experiences that you've had, for the people in your life, for everyday things on a scale from 1 to 10? Just note what that number is and make sure that makes sense to you. And even pause this if you need to. So I hope you did that. And now I want you to imagine what life would be like if you thought everything was a miracle. And I mean everything. So the people that you encounter, every quote unquote good thing, every quote unquote bad thing, every single experience that you had from waking up in the morning to going to bed at night, even through the dreams. How would you imagine going through your day thinking or knowing that everything was a miracle? Because gratitude is a lot like that. When we come from a place of knowing that life is happening for us, not to us, experiencing gratitude can be like walking down the street in awe of every single experience. Gratitude is a practice, it's a mindset. And in order for us to be grateful for things to come that are coming to us, we have to be really grateful for the things that are in the here and then in the now. In this moment, everything in front of you, every little experience. And be grateful for every moment before, after, and now. The way that we practice gratitude is by noting things that we're grateful for. So in today's practice, I would invite you to pull out a journal, or a piece of paper and write down the first 5 things that come to your mind. Write down anything that comes to your mind and say, I am so happy and grateful for blank. And fill in the first 5 things that come to mind to finish the sentence. And after you do that, I want you to reflect on it and think, how was it? Did you have a lot of things to say? Did you not? Was it a struggle? And I'll share something about my past is that I used to really struggle with the gratitude practice. I remember many, many years ago when I started a gratitude practice, I looked at my paper when someone had prompted me with this and I had like nothing to write down. I couldn't think of one thing that I was grateful for. And then I started judging myself and I was like, wow, I'm such an ungrateful person. And it took a minute for me to just start writing down everything. And after I got a hang of the gratitude practice, I was like, wow, everything's a miracle, everything. And I started just noticing everything in my day that I could be grateful for. So down to even I would wake up in the middle of the night and think, wow, I love the crinkle of my sheets. It's just so beautiful. I love the silence in this room. I love the way that person looked at that other person. I love that the subway came on time. And I could find all of these things throughout my day to be so wildly grateful for, so happy that they existed. And it is a practice. So I just want to remind you, if this is a challenging practice for you, that it gets a lot easier. But definitely if it is a challenge, it's a rewiring of the brain. It's a reminding ourselves that these things exist. Just like everything in life, we have these practices that we have to remind the brain that they exist. We have to remind the brain how to think sometimes. And through that, we're able to reprogram the brain so it's a lot easier to notice things that we're grateful for. So get really creative. Have a little bit of fun doing this. Remember all the things that you're grateful for, all the people that you're grateful for, all of the things your body does that you're grateful for. And have a wonderful day. Tune in Tuesdays for more yummy and soulful episodes. If you love what you're hearing and want to support the podcast, please follow and rate the podcast on Spotify and Apple to help new listeners find us. To find out more about my coaching and healing practice, head over to my website, www.lesliecottle.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.